Yeah, hi. So, some of my subscribers might be wondering why I've published some videos recently about the Ukraine conflict. And this is an ESL channel, and it's kind of like about life in China. It's not necessarily a war channel, and I do understand that it's not a war channel. And I do understand that some of those videos have been published by other people. But the idea behind that is just to kind of like get videos out there, and I'm not the only one doing it, just showing that people are resisting. And in this video, I wanted to talk about Ukrainian people and also Russian people and my experience of them in China. So anyone who's been an ESL teacher in China has most likely met a Ukrainian person or a Russian person. And I just really want to spell out or share in a very honest way, because one of the biggest compliments I get, and I just love it, is when people sort of say, "I trust you. I know you're not lying. You're an honest guy." And I'm not going to sit here and tell you about all my Ukrainian friends and all my Russian friends, because I don't have many. I have known a couple of Russians, and I've known a couple of Ukrainians, but I just want to speak very specifically about my Ukrainian friends and about like who they are. Okay, so I came to China in 2013, beginning of 2013. I had met like a couple of Russians, or I'd met a couple of Ukrainians, and I was like, that's just another foreigner, like, it's interesting, it's cool, but, like, I had other friends, I had friends from England, I had friends from America. It wasn't, like, super interesting to me, or, like, I wasn't super interested in meeting, like, people from all over the world. I just had a couple of friends, and that was my life. But in 2020, early 2020, my experience of these people, both Ukrainians and Russians, really changed. And I'm not going to like name any names. I would like to, but I haven't asked them their permission, so I'm not gonna do that. But my friend had a school. And in February of 2020, January of 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic was still really unknown, and we were all kind of like really ignorant. The whole world was ignorant, and it was winter time, and me and my friend were kind of hanging out at my friend's school. And this guy, he employed a couple of Ukrainians and a Russian. And I got to know these guys, and yeah, like, they were just really, really nice guys, and we were chatting and hanging out and stuff, and yeah, like, a Ukrainian guy actually gave me, well, I mean, he said I could borrow the guitar because my guitar broke, so that's a Ukrainian, that's a Ukrainian guitar. And then I started to really kind of, I guess, fall in love with that particular guitar. So I gave this guy another guitar that an American guy gave me. So it's a little bit complicated, but anyway, that's a Ukrainian guitar. And this guy is like a really great guitar player. He's much better than me. Like, he's a real musician. Like, he plays funk and blues and all kinds of stuff like that. And he's still in China. Now, that school collapsed. It went bankrupt, and the landlords seized it. And this Ukrainian guy, a different guy from the guy who gave me the guitar, this is when we kind of got to know each other a little bit. And one day, I guess, the police came and the landlord company came, and it was a big scene. And we were kind of like pushing past the landlord company, like evacuating my friend's possessions from the school, And I got to know this guy a little bit, and we were walking off and getting coffees and stuff together, and from 7-Eleven coming back, and it's like that, like that's how I got to know this guy. And we talked about all kinds of stuff, and just a really nice young man. And he's over there now fighting in the Ukrainian regular army. And I guess this is the first war where I know people that are like, I guess, being attacked, being invaded. And I also met a really nice Russian man, and we went camping together. Fantastic person. I'm not going to like message him and talk. I don't know his feelings about it. I respect him. He's someone I really like. He's someone I really respect. I'm not going to ask him any questions about it or talk about it unless he brings it up, and then I'll be listening. And like our friendships are bigger than this conflict. But look, the Ukrainian people. I mean, when you know one, and when you know a couple of them, it's very real, and it's really frightening. Like, it's not. I think a lot of Australian people, maybe they just think, oh, like I met one. Aren't they all the same? And it's hard to figure out what's happening. But that's my story about it. And I also want to say that in China, like, everybody that I know is being really, really respectful and nice about it, as far as I understand. I was working on a movie in Beijing as an extra a few days ago, and I should make a video about that, but I won't. It's going to seem like I'm kind of, I just had a very small part, and I might not be even in the movie. But what I'm saying is that there were Russians there. There was a Russian girl there. We were sheltering in this little tent from the cold, and everyone was very polite. Nobody mentioned the invasion. And yeah. But look, if you're a Ukrainian guy watching this, or you're a new Ukrainian subscriber from those videos, like, all I have to say is that it's like, I woke up with a fright last night. It's traumatic for people who are thinking about this conflict, and obviously it's much more traumatic for people who are in it. And a lot of China ESL teachers know someone who's in Ukraine, or they know a Russian person who's obviously also deeply affected by it. I mean, this Russian guy, maybe he has a cousin who's over there in the army. Maybe he has a friend from high school. Like, that's why I wouldn't be sort of like sending him any trite messages asking for his opinion or something. And I think it's really important that we just respect what people are sort of feeling. But also, being 38 years old now, and like, I don't have any children. I'm not a father, but I would like to be a father, and the idea of like these parents losing their children, and it's just so sad. It's such a waste, and I'm obviously not alone in thinking that or saying that, but I know that everybody is feeling, almost everybody's feeling like that, and we just hope that it ends really soon. But from the perspective of a China ESL guy, I just wanted to make this video and just explain why I publish those videos.